Dear friends, in lecture 1 we discussed the field axioms of R, that is the algebraic properties of R. In this lecture we will discuss the order properties of R. The order properties of R help us to define positive elements and the basic inequalities in real numbers. To define positive elements in real number system, we need to find a special kind of set in R. We denote that set by P. So, the order axiom of R. The order axioms of R. We assume that there exists a non-empty subset P of R such that the following three properties holds. That is, if A and B belongs to P, then A plus B belongs to P. Okay, that means the set is closed under addition. The set is closed under addition. The second property of the set is, if we take two elements from the set P, then their product A multiplied by B must belong into P. That means the set is closed under multiplication. Third one is, if we take any real number, then either A belongs to the set P or A is equal to 0 or minus A belongs to P. Okay, so we assume that the set of real numbers has a non-empty subset. A non-empty subset P is there in R, that the set P has the following three properties. The property 1 is P is closed under addition, P is closed under multiplication, and if we take any real number, then either that real number belongs to P or that real number is equal to 0 or negative of that real number belongs to P. Okay. So that third property tells us that we can divide R. As a union of three disjoint subsets. That is, we can write R as P union 0 union those real numbers such that minus A belongs to P. Okay. So this third property helps us to divide R into three parts. Okay. That's why this property is known as trichotomy properties. The third property is known as trichotomy property. Depending on the order axioms, we introduce some definitions. First definition is that, okay, so let us take a real number A. Okay. So by law of trichotomy, either A belongs to P or A equal to 0 or minus A belongs to P. So if A belongs to P, then we say A is strictly positive. And we denote it by the symbol A greater than 0. That means if a element comes from the set P, then we say that element is a strictly positive element, and we denote by the symbol A strictly greater than 0. So definition 2, if minus A belongs to P, then we say A is strictly negative. A is strictly negative, and we denote it by the symbol A strictly less than 0. Okay, so order axiom help us to define strictly positive element and strictly negative elements. So next we define other definitions. Let us take two real numbers AP from R. Okay, then easily we can define A minus B, and so this is again a real number. Okay, so by trichotomy law, either A minus B belongs to P, or A minus B equal to 0, or minus of A minus B belongs to P. So this is the law of trichotomy. If A minus B belongs to P, we say A is strictly greater than B. And if minus of A minus B belongs to P, then we say A is strictly less than B. So trichotomy law tells us that for any two real numbers A and B, we can conclude that either A is strictly greater than B, or A equal to B, or A less than B. So this is another form of law of trichotomy. Next definition. So let us take two real numbers A and B. So by the symbol A greater or equal to B, we mean either A is strictly greater than B, or A equal to B. Similarly, by a symbol A is lesser or equal to B, we mean that either A is less than B, or A equal to B. So law of trichotomy tells us that for two real numbers A and B, we have either A greater or equal to B, or A is strictly less than B. So this is the another form of law of trichotomy. Before going to further, we give some exercises. Okay, so let us take two real numbers a and b. So we have to check that a multiplied by minus b is equal to minus of ab. Exercise 1, exercise 2, minus a multiplied by b is equal to minus of ab. The third exercise is minus of a multiplied by minus of b is equal to ab. This exercise can be done easily from algebraic properties of R, and these exercises helps us to go further. Now we illustrate some basic properties of order properties. So some results. Result 1. Okay, so let us take three real numbers a, b, c. If a is strictly greater than b and b is strictly greater than c, then we can prove that a is strictly greater than c, and this property is known as transitive property. Transitive property. So we prove this result. Proof. What is given? Given that a is strictly greater than b. So by definition, a minus b belongs to the set P, and since b is strictly greater than c, so b minus c is also in P. Now by algebraic properties of R, we see that sum of these two elements is a minus c. Since P is closed under addition, so sum of these two elements must belongs to P. So this implies is a minus c belongs to P, and by definition this implies is a is strictly greater than c, and this completes the proof. Okay. So result 2. So let us take three elements, real elements from R. So A, B, C are three real numbers. If A is strictly greater than B and C is any real number, then A plus C is strictly greater than B plus C. Okay, proof. Given A is strictly greater than B, that means A minus B is in P. Okay. Now using algebraic properties of R, we can write A plus C minus B plus C equal to A minus B. Since A minus B is inside P, so A plus C minus P plus C is in P, and this implies is A plus C is strictly greater than B plus C. This completes the proof. Okay. So next result 3. Okay, A, B, C are three real numbers. If A is strictly greater than B and C is strictly greater than 0, then A multiplied by C is strictly greater than B multiplied by C. Proof. Okay. Proof. What is given? Given that A minus B belongs to P by definition and C belongs to P. Since P is closed under multiplication, so we can write C belongs to P. And we apply distributive property that AC minus BC belongs to P, and by definition AC is strictly greater than BC, and this completes the proof. Okay, so next result, result 4. Let us take three real numbers A, B, C. If A is strictly greater than B and C is strictly less than 0, then AC is strictly less than BC. Proof. Given that A minus B belongs to P and minus C belongs to P. Since P is closed under multiplication, so we can write A minus B into minus C belongs to P. So by simple calculation, this implies as BC minus AC belongs to P. So this is nothing but algebraic properties of R. Using algebraic properties of R, so this implies as by definition BC is strictly greater than AC, and this completes the proof. So in our next result, we observe that the square of any non-zero real number is strictly positive. That is, if A is any real number such that A is not equal to 0, then a square is strictly positive. So we have to prove this result, and this is a very fundamental result. Okay, that is square of any non-zero real number is strictly positive. Proof. So by law of trichotomy, what we can write? We write either A is strictly positive or A is strictly negative. That is, minus A is strictly positive, because given that A is non-zero. Now, if A is positive, then A belongs to P and A belongs to P, right? Since P is closed under multiplication, so we can write A dot A equal to A square belongs to P, which implies is A square is strictly positive. Okay. Next, if minus A is positive, next, if minus A is positive, then minus A belongs to P and minus A belongs to P. Again, since P is closed under multiplication, that is our assumption, so minus A into minus A belongs to P. So minus A into minus A is equal to A square. So A square belongs to P, and this implies as A square is positive, and this completes the proof. A very important result, that square of any non-zero real number is strictly positive.